What is going on, everybody? Pete Simonetti here for NyynewsTV. Guys, the Yankees dropped a game yesterday where, in reality, they really had a chance to actually win that game if the Yankees were a little more competent. And honestly, I hate to say it, if they really cared about being that, operational Death Star World Series caliber operation, the cream of the crop that always rises to the top. They have not decided, based on their actions, they care about being any of that. And I gotta give it to you guys like that, because you shouldn't be having no outfielders on your roster. No legitimate outfielders on your roster. Nobody who could go run and chase balls down, who sees it over his head and just gives up and looks at it and the game is over. Couple of balls yesterday should have been played in the outfield. The one of the 10th and the 100% should have been played in the outfield, no doubt about it. If you're not 50 feet behind the second baseman, probably got a chance to get to that ball, even if you're an average to below average outfielder like Bowers is. Yesterday in that situation, you got Albert Abreu dominating, cruising, looking fantastic, throwing strikes, which is when he rarely ever gets beat up because he has dominating stuff when he's in the zone. Instead of leaving Abreu in, putting the four fingers up to go, hey, Nimmo, who's maybe the best player in the Mets as of right now with Alonso being out, go ahead and go to first base. We'll take our chance with Marte, who's really struggling this year, and we still got a double play set up. Now, if Marte was able to walk, hit by pitch, get on base, you got the bases loaded, then you could say, you know what? Let's go to the lefty against McNeil. We'll go about it that situation. But why do the Yankees always just seem to say, all right, let's see what happens? I see the majority of people on Twitter, and you got your regular Yankee homers out there who will defend the Yankees no matter what. And I always say, it's always, I say it all the time, I'll go down with this ship. The Yankees can never make a change that I like, and I'm still going to go down with the ship because I'm a diehard Yankee fan, always, every single day of my life, every second of my life. I'm a Yankee fan through thick and thin, good and bad. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be here voicing my opinion no matter what. Doesn't make us a different fan, but got to be honest with some of you guys. Got to use a little more of this, and stop believing the nonsense propaganda that the Yankees throw out there to your face. And you're just like, good, let me eat it. Can I get a little chocolate milk with that? How about a cup of coffee? Let's get a cup of coffee with that bullshit pie.
Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
But we look at this current New York Yankees roster, right? And it's truly unreal. Let me go ahead and pull it up. Let's get right into the meat of today's conversation. Brian Cashman and the New York Yankees have about a $300 million payroll. Injuries happen 100%. I get it. Completely understand. Baseball, you never really know. Things happen. Guys get injured. Players are out. And a lot of times you're kind of handicapped to who you put there. But this is like other level bad for the New York Yankees, because I can go back to the end of last season and I can rephrase the words that Brian Cashman said. We know a lot of the mistakes that we've made in the past. That's why we went out and got Benintendi, because we need more contact in the lineup. What do the Yankees do to address that? Nothing at all. You look at the current Yankee roster, and I'm going to leave the pitching off because salute. The bullpen's been good. Now, has the management been excellent? No, of course not, but you're never going to get everything you want. The bullpen management has not been good. You could even pick and choose some things in a rotation early on, but overall, the Yankees pitching has done its job. Looking at this New York Yankee roster, and I think the thing that is the most frustrating piece out of all of this is the Yankees refuse to make changes. And if you're a Yankee fan, I'm telling you right now, you got every right in the world to call this out every day and to be upset about this daily. Kyle Higashioka and Jose Trevino. I'm going to give Kyle Higashioka a little break. He's about to be a free agent, and he's been better as of late. He's starting to hit the ball a little more. But our platinum glover, Jose Trevino, look, I know people are going to come out and go, hey, Pete, look, but he doesn't need a hit for power. He doesn't need a bat 280, does he? Correct, he doesn't. But I call every game. I look at every single at-bat in detail. As you guys know, there's a lot of things I call out during games that you guys come back later and go, Pete, you were spot on that, because I pay so much detail to what I'm watching every single day. I don't know what the analytics say. I'm not even going to look. When I watch Trevino this year, I don't see the same guy last year. I don't see the same guy defensively. The guy has no arm. And let's be real. His at-bats are not major league worthy. We like him. I like him. The Yankees desperately need help at catcher. They desperately need help there. They're not getting nothing from these guys at all. Zero. Higgy's gonna be a free agent. Maybe the Yankees sit back and go, hey, look, you know what? We could possibly trade this guy for maybe a pen arm, maybe a couple of low A arms, something. We got to make a little bit of a change that somebody else can now platoon with Trevino. And I know you guys already know my guy has been Ben Rortvedt. The guy is built like the Thing from fucking Fantastic Four. But he's not made of stone. He's never healthy. And this is his biggest problem. He's back on the IL now. I have been his biggest fan this year, rooting him on to be called up. When he got here, I said, how's he not getting every chance in the world? Kid's only hitting 328 in AAA. 64 at-bats, but to me, to be honest with you, it's good enough. Got to get him up here. The lefty-righty platoon with Trevino would be wonderful. Another guy who deserves a chance is Rodolfo Duran. The Yankees do not seem to enjoy honoring solid play in AAA. And again, I am not sitting here saying that Rodolfo Duran's going to come up and be this phenomenal player and help the Yankees out a ton. Kid's 25 years old. He plays great defense. I didn't even touch on Carlos Narvaez, who was also in the minor leagues at 24 years old in AAA, plays great defense, hitting the ball very well too. But Duran has 7 homers, hitting 270, a 333 on-base percentage, and an 837 OPS. These are simply just adioses and bring you on up. That's all this stuff is. And that is one of my biggest concerns with the New York Yankees is they are very unwilling that when the major league roster is not working, a lot of times the guys that Brian Cashman specifically has kind of went to bat for, they just sit back and let him ride and let him ride and let him ride and let him ride until the whole fan base is just done. They don't ever look to make a change in the moment. And I'm only talking about catcher right now. We're going to get to the infield and we're going to get to the outfield. But if the Yankees' concern is, oh man, if we give up this guy, what if Trevino gets injured? What if that guy gets injured? They got Carlos Narvaez still in AAA. You guys already know Ben Rortvedt is on the 7-day IL. Apparently, it is just a bone bruise on the wrist. He's going to be back. Austin Wells, who you talk to any scout in the world, will tell you his bat is major league ready. His defense has greatly improved. He has no arm whatsoever. That is his knock. He doesn't have an arm. But a lefty-righty platoon at the major league level with a guy like Jose Trevino, who is likely never going to be a starting catcher. He shouldn't be a starting catcher. But as a guy who can really kind of work in that load, the Joe Girardi to the Jorge Posada type, let me take you under my wing. Let's learn up here. Let's work on things. These are the type of ballsy, gutsy moves that the Yankees are very much unwilling to make. And I'll be honest with you. I look at the negatives and I just say the pros completely outweigh the cons here. I don't understand the reason why you wouldn't look to consider certain stuff like that. But going ahead to move on from the catching position, we got the infielders. And I got to grab a cup of coffee here. And you guys know who I got to focus on. First of all, I'll go through everybody. Anthony Volpe changed his batting stance the last 2 games. And he got hits in the last 2 games. And by the way, he's hitting the ball a lot harder. Did he have an at-bat yesterday that was terrible? Yeah, I think he struck it on 3 pitches, a curveball way outside, and then a fastball way outside. He just swung through it. It looked terrible. I called it out. It was a horrible AB. Anthony Volpe's a rookie, 22-year-old rookie. At least we're seeing he's making adjustments. That's a good sign for me. Gleyber Torres is going to be Gleyber Torres, folks. And it's never going to change. This is who he is. There's good and there's bad for Gleyber Torres. I've already said it. If I'm looking at this team as of right now, I'd probably hold on to Gleyber Torres this year, and I look to move him in the offseason. But I would hold on to him now. Anthony Rizzo has been an absolute nightmare as of late. Ever since the neck thing, he's just never been the same. I don't know if he's injured. I don't know if it's something bothering him. But, his at-bats look absolutely miserable. DJ LeMahieu, it's sad because the majority of Yankee fans love LeMahieu. He's just about his business. He don't talk. He just wants to go play baseball. And his baseball this year has been absolute grade A ass. So you look at what do they change? Brian Cashman's baby boy, Josh Donaldson, is the change that must happen for the New York Yankees. I got to be real with you guys. I don't give a poot if I look right above me right here and I see 6 hits this year, 5 of them being home runs. That doesn't do dick for me. The dude is 6 for 46. He's batting 130. 212 on base percentage. You guys want to see something scary? I'm going to tell you right now what's going on with Josh Donaldson. He doesn't have the bat speed anymore to catch up to anything. So you know what you do at that age? You wait. You guess. You sit fastball. And you hope that your bat's going to make contact, and you were right. 4 of his 5 home runs have come against the fastball this year. He's hitting 160 against the fastball. He's hitting 105 against breaking pitches. Josh Donaldson, folks, is no longer it. What are you expecting more from Josh Donaldson? In all seriousness, what are you expecting more? What is Josh Donaldson going to do as his K rate this year? It's early yet, I get that, is right now at a career high at 31%. What is Josh Donaldson going to give you? I'll give you the pros again because it's what I do and I'm going to be a nice guy. He plays a phenomenal third base. There's no denying that. And every now and then he's going to guess right and he's going to hit a home run. If anybody thinks Josh Donaldson, as Aaron Boone said, you're dumb, bro. You're crazy, bro. Is going to come back and just hit this 250 the rest of the way. 20 homers down the line. Great defense. And all of a sudden, whoa! The bringer of rain is back. Well, I'm sorry to tell you. Shitty skunk mullet is here to stay. And this is where Steinbrenner needs to once again put the cha-ching where his mouth is and make some actions happen. Because happy birthday to my good friend, Oswald Peraza. Come on down, kid. 10 homers for Peraza, 306 average. He was sick for a little while, so he was out of the lineup. 377 on base percentage, 958 OPS. What else is the kid supposed to do in AAA? He's an elite defender. He got a cannon for an arm. These are all things we already know. He's also cheap and he's in your system, so I haven't even mentioned a trade yet. That's the craziest thing about this New York Yankee roster, folks, is I haven't even mentioned the word let's trade for somebody at all. I'm talking about the Yankee system. If you are a real World Series caliber operation, you know Bader's coming back. We're a real contender. Aaron Judge is eventually going to come back. Then again, but nobody knows where the hell he is. So he's basically missing the injury nobody knows about. 10 weeks, a month, a week, 2 days, 25 years. Nobody has a clue in the Yankees of what the fuck is going on. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Aaron Boone's starting to get mad when beat reporters are actually, hey, maybe, we know what the hell is going on here. Does anybody know? Beat reporters, hey, Brian, hey, Boone, any idea? Leave me alone. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Well, you're the manager. Anyway, Oswald Peraza, folks. Oswald Peraza. Kids say, look, they even have him listed as a third baseman now. Let me switch back to show you guys this. They even got him listed as a third baseman. Third base. 6 foot, 200 pounds. They got him listed as a third baseman now. They're even trying to push it. They're like, get him up to third. If Peraza lost the job to Volpe, we already know the whole story about Oswald Peraza. I speak about it all the time. It really is a guy who was kind of kicked down to the dirt, built himself back up, got knocked down again, and went back down and said, I'm here, baby. Like, I'm here. When is my chance? When is my spot? Oswald Peraza should be in a major league level. And if you look at the Yankees roster again, you go, Donaldson, man. Donaldson. We got to take risk. This is the problem. They don't take risk. You suck. You suck. Guys, again, I'm not making stuff up. You saw Donaldson. 130. DJ LeMahieu. Hell, I'll do this in front of you. DJ LeMahieu, 236, 296 on base percentage. This is all a joke. This is a joke. Anthony Rizzo, we know what he's doing. Volpe struggled all year. Nothing is going to change if you don't make an actual effort to change. Look at the Yankees outfield, folks. Jake Bauers predominantly played first base in the minors, every now and then the outfield. Oswaldo Cabrera plays the outfield, has always been an infielder. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa won a Gold Glove at third base. They got him playing center field like he's Willie fucking Mays. Billy McKinney, cute, he's a pretty decent journeyman that's up here finally and doing pretty well. Good for him. Also was playing first base in the minor leagues a lot. There was about 3 outfield balls hit yesterday that should have been caught. Nobody in the Yankees outfield yesterday has an arm. None of them. Nobody. First time I'm going to step outside of the organization real quickly. As just the other day, an outfielder was available. And he's lefty and he's fast. Ramil Tapia was available just the other day. And he goes to the Milwaukee Brewers. Now you look at his average and everything and you go, 261 average, 330 on base percentage. Didn't really hit for power. 330 on base percentage. 261 average. You're looking at one of the best players on the Yankees. I ain't even fucking around. And he could play the outfield. And look, I'm not sitting here going, this is the sexy move that gets it done. But where's the World Series caliber operation? Are the gears even moving? WD-40. They're sending out Bauers who has no clue what is going on in the outfield. IKF, I forgot, he ran to the wall the other day, yesterday I think it was, on a double off the wall. He didn't even stop before the wall. He went up to the wall. The ball bounces behind him. None of them have an arm. And just to piss people off who are sick and tired of hearing it, I'm bringing up Estevan Florial. Because you want to know at least what I know he could do? Play defense. He can actually field in the outfield. He could draw a walk. And hit one out every now and then. Hell, hitting 220 in the majors is not a bad thing right now for the Yankees. And popping a homer. Willie Calhoun, who has been good for the Yankees, is rightfully so listed as a DH. For a reason. For a reason. Giancarlo Stanton, he's lucky he can walk. But we'll keep running the same shit out there because we must believe the propaganda of the New York Yankees that when everybody is back, everything will be A-OK. Like we're supposed to be dumb and recognize they didn't do dick on offense this offseason. We're supposed to be that stupid. When Brian Cashman himself in the offseason said we got Benintendi because we recognized we needed more contact. That's why we did it. Guess what? You didn't stick to your word, but now you're just looking at us going, everything is fine. Don't worry about it. You know, I had a scout tell me the other day they don't want to call Peraza up because he hits the ball too much to left field. He doesn't hit the ball the other way. I mean, if any of this stuff is accurate, this got to be the dumbest asshole organization that's ever existed. The Yankees, by all means, folks, are just chomping at the bit to try to get into the postseason, to lose, and then tell you, the moron fan, it's because of injuries. We got this process down, Daddy. Whose process is better than ours? Not yours. Yankees 9 games out of first place. As you guys already know, you switch on over to the wild card. And as of right now, there you see those little Yankees holding on. They're the little train that could. The helpless, hopeless story. Here they are. But I tell you what, the Toronto Blue Jays and the Angels aren't too far behind them. Both got plus run differentials. They must be doing something okay. Cleveland usually always makes some sort of comeback at some point. Seattle, you can never count out. It's not going to be easy for the Yankees. You would think that a team that has all this, payroll, that has this great process in place, the gears are moving wonderfully. You would think they'd have everything lockstep and they'd make any move they can to try to get better. But yet we see the same bullshit day after day after day after day after day. Guys that can't hit, they don't bunt, they don't look to change their offense up. They just sit back and wait for the home run thinking somebody's going to hit it. Somebody's going to homer eventually. We won't lay down a bunt in extra innings and then a sac fly to bring a run in or a ground ball or something. We're not going to change our approach because Judge is not here. Well, Stanton has not stepped up. Donaldson is not going to step up because he's washed. He's washed. He looks terrible up there. DJ LeMahieu is done. I hate saying it. LeMahieu looks old. Anthony Rizzo, since the neck thing, has been non-existent. You can't sit there and continue to tell people, guys, when Judge is eventually back, we're going to be okay again, because you really haven't been. You haven't been. This team just continues to tell you, and fans, some fans, not all of them, just continue to listen. And I don't understand why. I don't get it. I don't get it. But here we are. Here we are. It is June 15th. Yankees are 9 games out of the division, just holding on to a playoff spot. Shockingly, they're 9 games over 500. They're about to face the Boston Red Sox for 3 games in Fenway. And then I believe they go to Seattle. Or they play at Yankee Stadium again, I believe. I think Seattle might be the series after that, but it's coming up. So, folks, again, with that being said, hopefully you enjoyed. Leave a comment below and make sure you are subbed to NyynewsTV. We're working our way to 17,000 subscribers. And, of course, looking forward to mission 20,000. That is the goal, of course. Also, September 28th is almost here, guys. Get your tickets for the event. We are running out of tickets as of right now, and no guarantee we can get more. So get your tickets today. Like this video and comment below because I want to hear if you guys agree with me or not. With that being said, I am out. Adios.
As the competition, but if you go against me, you the opposition. But if you want to look like you can close the distance, I'ma give it A forever since you're so persistent. With you, I'm just practicing, cause I'm back to back. Let's get back to winning. As a matter of fact, I'm not that forgiving, cause you did this to yourself, that's a bad decision.